Mic check. Yo. Welcome to Club Shada episode 269. Look at that. 269. 31 episode from episode 300 and 3 months from 3-year anniversary of the show. And that something. That's beautiful. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody is in the best spirits. Sunday I was not live because I was celebrating my wife's birthday. Then Tuesday it was my son's birthday. He's finally 20. 20. I have a son that is 20 years old. Mind-boggling. 2 days actually, the birthday of my sister-in-law. My son's auntie, let me send her happy birthday. And in 3 days, it's my birthday. 22nd, King of Aquarius. So yeah, listen, that's great. That's a good thing. I hope everybody is in the best spirits. I hope everybody had a great beginning of the week. And everything is going good for you guys. This show is brought to you by Shada, where the gods of good fortune is midnight and 46 here in Lisbon, Portugal. I want to acknowledge, actually this is going to be the last time you see them because I'm going to change the whole stream structure soon. So yeah, I want to acknowledge all the subscribers on the channel: Odia Sexy, Alana, Martinico, Paolo, Nathaniel, Fraser, Fanny, Tetsu, etc. And starting now on the intro page, so this page. So you have the intro page, right, with the animation. After that, you have this one, like this. And then after that, you have the main page, which has just the stream royalty, our stream royalty, Sirène des Îles, with a $5 donation and all our sponsors. So all this will now go to the intro page. So I will talk about the sponsors, and I will talk about the stream royalty and the thing, and then the main page will be with just this here. That's it. And I will remove all these things that are cluttering the screen. I want to make it simpler, so it's gonna look like more or less it's gonna look like this. I mean, with the logo, you will still have the logos on the side, but I'm gonna make it a little more. So I'm gonna move this to the intro page, and then I will then re-put all these when I leave at the outro. When I go back to this, that's where I will have the logos and the stream royalties and the name of the sponsors. I think it's gonna be a little simpler, and my image will be less cluttered. But so quick info. No, first let me say hi to those who are here. Let me tweet that this show is going on. Listen, everybody, if you have Twitter, right, you can share that we are live on your Twitter, on your Facebook, everywhere, everything that you use. You can do that, so we can have more people. I was checking something very interesting just now, that not only you can go, soon you will be able to go live on Instagram straight from this same setup. So I will have Club Shada on Instagram at the same time as, but apparently you can also go live on TikTok. And that is something that I find interesting. I never tried, but I would love to try to be live on TikTok and on let me see, if I click on live. No, I don't want to see live videos. How do I turn off the sound of that? Wait a minute. Oh, you don't have it. Cool. Let me see. So apparently, I don't know how you go live, but upload, how you go live on TikTok. I'm trying to see how you get the live possibility, but they have the same way as YouTube and all these platforms have the possibility to go live for DJs and such from your desktop and not just your phone. You're gonna be able on TikTok and Instagram as well. So that's very interesting. I believe that I could do, for example, a Club Shada where the first 30 minutes or the first, I don't know, the first 30 minutes of the show, I'm live on TikTok and Instagram as well as YouTube. And then after 30 minutes, I tell everybody, hey, if you want to continue the conversation with us, everybody come to YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we continue the conversation here. I think it would be great. It's a great way to bring more people to more platform, I believe. So now we are live on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. This tea has no sugar at all. I mean, I stopped sugar, so taste is tea. Oh my God. Kaysha, unsweetened green tea. Yeah, it is what it is. But that's how you lose. That's how you create those flat bellies. So let me see. Urban Sweets, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Black Free Thinker, I hope you're doing good. Juju Zhao, I hope you're doing good. Look at her changing profile picture every week. Look at that. Sabrina, hello. Emery, I hope you're doing good. Sabrina, I hope you're doing good. DJ Gelas, what up, my homie? I hope you're doing good. Joel Amen, what up? How you doing? I hope you're doing good as well. Let me see. I have a list of subjects, or I might go to my main subject directly. But I want to see if I'm not missing nothing, because sometimes I miss stuff that I want to talk about, and then after that, when I want to talk about them, it's already too late. There's one thing I want to talk quick before. Let me find it. I think it's interesting for people who are creating YouTube channel. Dalia, how are you? There you go. No, wait. I'm listening for YouTube vlog. YouTube blog. News and events. Let me see. No. YouTube Creator Town. Peek into the 2000. Don't miss. Oh my god. No. YouTube monetization policies 2023. Why is it so hard to find something so simple? Blah, 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 blah. YouTube creators are ducking outrage by its swearing policy. So that's very interesting what YouTube decided to do. Let me read this article by The Verge. So what do they say? They're saying that YouTube creators are ducking outrage by its swearing policy. The company is saying it's making some adjustment to adjust the concerns. So at exactly 80 seconds into his video, YouTube is run by fools. Pro ZD make his feeling on the platform's recent restriction on foul language very crystal clear. That's the dumbest effing shit I've ever heard. The timing was deliberate, meant to test the company's updated approach to profanity announced in November. That's what I'm looking for. So here's what they said. Where is it? Okay, November 2022. So I received the email, but I was looking for this. We updated our guidelines. Let me see. Our guideline to include both clearer language, specific guidelines change, and changes to add sustainability. So adult content, etc., violence, sensitive event, inappropriate language. Something they change is that our approach to profanity is changing. All varieties of profanity are not treated equally, meaning that they are not differentiated based on level of severity. For example, light, moderate, strong, or extreme. We are not treating hell and damn as profanity anymore. Therefore, profanity used in titles, thumbnails, or in the video's first 7 seconds, or used constantly throughout the video may not receive ad revenue. Meaning that what up, Mountain of Inspiration? Meaning that if you are on YouTube and you speak in the first 7 seconds, right? If in the first seven seconds of your video you swear, you use some words, right? Swear words, then they demonetize your video. And people are starting to feel like, on this platform, you can't really talk anymore like you talk usually because you're scared of saying the wrong word. Listen, you even scared to talk about pathologies now because you might be demonetized because of things that are now proven to be actually facts. But that back in the day, everybody was saying, no, you can't say that about this and that. And it's becoming harder and harder for creators to be able to just be themselves on the platform. If you used to talk a certain way and it's not meant in a bad way, the algorithm might just hear you say some words, and there you go. So now every creator has been pissed about it. I'm sorry, I have allergies. I actually forgot to take my pill. ProZD is far from the only creator speaking out about the changes, as YouTube is seemingly on a demonetization spree that's affecting creators' paychecks. From the jump, creator says that YouTube communication has felt subpar, as always. Some had to learn about the changes after they went to Twitter for help. And they say it's been hard to get a handle of how exactly the rules are being applied, because something they did that I think has been a little not a great idea is that they decided to enforce this not only on new videos but also on old videos. So listen, if there's some new rules in town, and listen, they say starting now you cannot say the word Geronimo. Let's take an example without swearing. Let's try to be ad friendly or kid friendly, whatever. So you cannot say the word Geronimo anymore in the first 20 seconds of your video. But let's imagine that you start every single video. Man, let's say you have 5,000 videos in your channel, and every video starts with, "Hi, my crazy Geronimos. This is episode whatever." The rule being retroactive makes your 5,000 videos demonetized. So if you used to make 4,000 euros a month from your videos, and that's your livelihood, you're a full YouTube creator, you go from making 4,000 a month to making nothing anymore because they decided to demonetize all your videos because they are trying to please the advertisers who or whatever. And listen, at a point, it's starting to be too much for creators. They are starting to look for other options and other platforms where they can speak freely. And when, listen, you can talk a certain way or not be under the constant threat of the woke people because you're going to say something and they decide that, oh, this is offensive, when I believe the intent is more important than the words. So if, of course, some words are just evil, but a lot of words taken out of context can be seen as inappropriate, but in context, somebody who's not in bad faith will say, no, we understand what he meant. That was not made to be harmful. So the intent is very important, and all these platforms are starting to want to force people into, I mean, it's not the platforms, the people that work at those platforms, the people that we put in those places, for whatever reason, they are trying to make the platform in whatever they believe is the right way of being. But again, to me, all these American concepts might not apply in France, in Portugal, in Congo, in Saudi Arabia, everywhere in the world. So it is more and more problematic to have all these American platforms that are trying to fascinate the world into what they believe is right, and because of their cultural war out there. Us out of America, we might not be concerned with some things and we might not care, but they are forcing everybody to care about a lot of things that are really in their culture. And because the platform is American, if you have another platform that is American as well, you might have the same problem, because all these people are in this together and they all have a certain way of thinking and a certain way of viewing the world. And when you have another platform like TikTok, for example, that is a Chinese platform, and that is now being the place where all the young people go, and all of a sudden, it's a platform for Chinese spies, or they look into your phone, this and that, all your information is being sent to China. Yeah, but my information, me, French citizen living in Portugal, is sent to the US as well. So, yeah, but with the good guy, yeah, are you? So I think we need 3, 4, 5 big platforms like YouTube, same level, same quality, that give you the option to go to platforms where, and we need competition. So I don't agree of what all the Americans are saying, because they want to continue to have a monopolistic vision of the world and power, soft power through those platforms, where they want to have TikTok completely removed from the US, banned from the US. And if they ban it from the US, they will pressure Europe to ban it as well, because everybody now prefers doing TikTok. So these guys are playing the dirty game. They prefer banning TikTok rather than, and they're copying TikTok. If you look, like Instagram has the shorts, YouTube has the shorts, Instagram has Instagram has the reels, YouTube has the shorts. To do like TikTok short form vertical content, everybody's trying to copy TikTok, and because TikTok is winning, now they want to ban them from the country, because all the kids are there. Make a good platform where we feel free that we can talk and put whatever content and give our opinions, even if they are not the opinions that are shared by the governments or whoever think they have the monopole of the truth. And it is, I really believe that YouTube, and it's a platform that I love, I owe a lot to YouTube, but I believe YouTube needs a real competitor that is not American, that is like maybe a French one. We need one in Africa that is made by African people. We need one in every continent. We need a Chinese one, like maybe, and we need those platforms like TikTok, like Twitter, to be the competition of those platforms, so that you're on Twitter and you can watch this show on Twitter as well, and you can watch it on Instagram as well, and on TikTok as well, and then people do their choices. We definitely need that, so that these people will not take arbitrary decisions just because they want to. They want all of us to be part of their fuckery out there in the US. Shit, I was trying to not say swear words, but you see, like, then you're scared to be yourself. You scared to say fuck, because you're gonna get demonetized. And it makes no sense. At a point, like, everybody here is more than 18 years old, and my videos are not made for kids. So I should be able to speak the way I want, and not have somebody said, but kids are watching this. So, In short, YouTubers think the policy change has been a bit of a shit show, or as they may have to describe in their videos, an unfortunate situation. Now, after weeks of complaint, YouTube is promising to fix it. In recent week, we've heard from many creators regarding this update. YouTube spokesperson told The Verge that feedback is important for us, and we are in the process of making some adjustments to this policy to address their concerns. We will follow up shortly with our creator community as soon as we have more to share. YouTube crackdown on foul language is part of a set of rules meant to ensure that videos are suitable for advertisers. Who are these advertisers that are making the rule? Listen, we are creators. Yes, we need the ads to make money, but you need our content to show your ads. So there should be some balance here. Not Nike arrive and say, oh, listen, there's too much this, or there's not enough this, or whatever. We need more llamas in videos. And all of a sudden, like, if you don't have llamas in your channel, you are llama-phobic. YouTube cracked down on foul languages, according to the updated language. If a creator swears within the first 15 seconds of a video, their video might not be eligible to run ads. It's even more likely a video will be demonetized if it has a curse word within the first 7 seconds. A video may also be ineligible if a creator swears throughout the majority of the video. If the language is squishy, creators may be demonetized, and there's no definition of what YouTube majority of the video line is. Words are mostly treated equally under the policy. Calling someone an asshole is as much as ding as calling them a motherfucker, though damn and hell are fine. In short, content that contains profanity or vulgarity may not be suitable for advertising, as YouTube guideline puts it. If that were the entire story, creators probably wouldn't have much of a problem with it. It's understandable that advertisers like Apple or Disney wouldn't want their family-friendly messages immediately followed by a tirade of colorful language. Again, all right. So if I'm Apple or Disney and I have a big billboard in the streets, and somebody is committing a crime under this billboard, what you're going to do now? You're going to say, nah, we want our billboard only in places where the people who are not racist can see it? Or are you going to say that we don't want racists to drink our Coca-Cola? No, on this part, you don't care. So the hypocrisy is amazing to me. But YouTube is not giving creators a chance to adapt to the new policy. It's applying rules to videos uploaded before the change. Potentially years of content for many creators. And I don't think it is exactly fair to punish all the videos that were made before the rules came into place, Ellis Mark told The Verge. It's been a common complaint among people covering the issue. They feel like YouTube is expecting them to not only create videos for the standards it has now, but ones it may implement in the future. Yeah, listen, it's RT Game talk about how devastating it was to sit refreshing the YouTube Studio page and watching videos from over a year ago or two that get demonetized. And yeah, listen, and having their reach limited. It doesn't help that YouTube has gone back and forth on swearing. In April 21, the platform updated its rule to allow video with usage of moderate profanity, example, shit or bitch, in the first 30 seconds to be monetizable. If you took that rule change to heart, you may have videos that are no longer allowed to earn ad revenues now. So it makes no sense. They also have been complaining that YouTube is not commenting the change clearly. In a popular video about the situation, a YouTuber, whatever his name, described the company as treating its policy changes like a government secret and said that his YouTube contact even wasn't aware of the change until looking it up. YouTube absolutely does not communicate major changes like this in an effective way whatsoever. It's infuriating. I only found out about it in early January, and it was because of a video of mine got demonetized and people on Twitter told me about the policy. Shaw also said he was having difficulties even telling which of his videos were being affected by the policy. It's hard to say exactly how many lost monetization due to the new policy change, but estimated it was a little less than 100. That's still a lot of videos. The lack of notification when a video runs afoul the new guidelines is even made worse because YouTube is applying the rules inconsistently. What gets hit is it's completely arbitrary. I've had video remonetized only to be demonetized again the next day. It's a constant stress to worry about. Creators argue that systems put in place by YouTube to rectify being demonetized are of little help and can initially be vague about why videos were restricted in the first place. The platform can provide detailed feedback on why a video has been age restricted or demonetized if a creator submits it for manual review, but doing so comes with risk. If your video falls, the review creator will be stuck with the video being ad limited or demonetized for good. Happened to me, etc., etc., whatever. Well, listen, I really believe that I've said it before, we gave way too much power to the platforms. That's all I can tell you. And yeah, we are arriving to this point where we have platforms that we use, and some people, this is our livelihood, right? And they hold us by the balls, because you can have all your stuff demonetized, and now you can't pay your rent all of a sudden. And if you left your job to be YouTube full time, listen, I could be a full time YouTuber. My channel generates, I don't know, 3,000 to 4,000 euros every month. So if all my videos were demonetized and my only revenue was YouTube, what do I do now? And I can see on the studio that, for example, some of the videos I take from TikTok of people dancing on my videos get demonetized. For example, I'm not gonna play it here but there's this beautiful Brazilian girl who did I cannot post. Okay, she did a TikTok. So this girl, right? She did a TikTok with my video, and I put it on YouTube, and directly what I had was that this video is running limited ads because children's. Okay, there's no children's on my channel. Now I have this video that I put of two people dancing compa or kizomba or whatever they're dancing on so this video, and this video as well is demonetized. So if I go on monetization, it is telling me that this video has been confirmed by manual review that is not suitable for most advertisers. You can play it, but you will not receive ads, and you can download it if you want and post it somewhere else. And it's just people dancing. So they don't even realize that I have a bunch of video of people dancing. But I mean, most of my videos don't have monetization problems, but a lot of them I have to request them to review them before. But as a creator, you want to be in a platform where the people are not abusing. It's just that. Listen, as a platform, you have to protect yourself and you want to have the ads, etc. I understand, but you also have to take care of your creators first. If not, you feel like you are more about the money than the creators. And as a creator, I would love to see YouTube stand to the advertisers from time to time and tell them, hey, listen, this is the platform. You want your ads here? That's how it goes. If Apple say, okay, in this case, we will not put ads, and Pepsi says that, and Nike says that, and Instagram tell them the same thing, and all the rest of the platform tell them the same thing, then they will realize, yeah, we're missing on millions and millions and millions of people who are only on YouTube all day. And they will come back crawling saying, okay, we will put out ads. But YouTube, soon as you tell them we're going to remove the ads, us, the creator, we pay. And I believe that it is a bad idea. But hey, it is what it is. Like I said, to me, the solution is more platforms. It's too bad that platforms like Vimeo, like Vidler, like Dailymotion were not able to be as strong as YouTube. An idea that I have that would be amazing, in my opinion, would be that Netflix, which is, we all use Netflix, right? Imagine if Netflix and Amazon Prime, for example, or Netflix and Spotify, imagine if both of them decided to add YouTube. Imagine that. If they decided to add not YouTube, but if they decided to add user-generated content as a new tab on Netflix. Imagine now you have, so when you go, imagine if you go to Netflix, let me go to Netflix. Imagine if you go to Netflix and not only you have, the normal stuff, right? The videos and stuff, TV shows, yeah, movies, all right, new and popular, my lists, and then you had a new tab of, I don't know, content by normal people like us, and maybe live videos like this one, like Club Shada on Netflix. And imagine if Spotify did the same thing. If you go to Spotify now, because Spotify, what they're doing now, they also have now they have how they call this? Now they also have podcasts, right? So for example, I have all my stuff, but as you can see, you have Club Shada as a podcast now. Club Shada, and you can listen to all the episodes on as a podcast. And if you play them, it's not on the, sorry, it's in the app. Well, how do I go to see it? Boom. There you go. If you play the episode, you have the video as well. Look at that. Oh, you can see? Too bad, wait. Oops, that was not a good idea. Yeah, you have the video. See? Because that's all they have. It's not like they are. Yeah. You can watch the episode, and you can put it full screen. You can watch on your TV from Spotify, and the rest is on audio on podcast, Apple Music, whatever. So you can subscribe to this show as a podcast as well, because I re-upload everything to Spotify. Now imagine if I could be live, or if Spotify and Netflix decided to become competition to YouTube. Now we would talk in French. And all these people would stop abusing their power. So that I believe is one solution, is that's a player, because though platforms like Rumble and stuff, it's interesting, but they're not well done. Like, I mean, they could be just recreate a UX to be great, but a platform like Netflix that everybody has, if they add user-generated content supported by ads or supported by subscription, since everybody's already paying for Netflix, right? If they can watch, when they watch your show, you get some money, not even from ads, but just from views. Yo, that would be a world, if they have, let's say, Spotify, Amazon, HBO Max, Twitter, Netflix, all deciding, hey, we're going to have some creators and we're going to invite them there. Now you have a battle between Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, and all these big platforms for who takes your time, because it's only 24 hours in the day and everybody's competing for these 24 hours. And some of these platforms say, no, here you can say whatever you want as long as you are inside of the law, and you can have the opinion you want. You can talk about COVID if you want. You talk about this. You can whatever. You can be blue pill, red pill, You can have opinions, have debates, and we will not prevent you from just even swearing. And then some creators decide, okay, I'm going there. Like if you have like Mr. Beast saying, hey, I'm leaving YouTube and all my content now will be on Spotify, like Joe Rogan did, or all my content will be on Netflix now. Listen, something like this, game over. All these platforms will stop playing with us because now we have the choice. And right now, I know that, listen, I'm live on Twitch right now. There's one person watching on Twitch because I go there not all the time. But the more places you can go and the more choice you have and the more people need you, the more they care about you because they're scared of you leaving to another platform. In a platform like YouTube, yeah, I know when it comes to live stream, Twitch is really the one, but Twitch is a horrible platform. It's the design is horrible. It's very bad to use. It's hard to find videos. So when it comes to VOD, YouTube is the king, and because it's a great platform, but it needs at least two big competitors. The same way Instagram is forced to update its platform and find and do some new stuff because of TikTok. And TikTok is also in competition with Snapchat, and now YouTube is in competition with them, and everybody's competing for the short form vertical video. And the great thing is that you can be big in those four platforms. So you can choose where you go. And if one of them is pissing you off, you can go to another one. When it comes to video, yeah, you can only go on YouTube, sadly, for now. My whole channel is synced to Rumble. So if I go to Rumble, and I search for Kaysha, you will see that my channel is here. You see, and all my videos are here as well. So yeah, my whole channel is here, but listen, this platform is, I don't know. But at least every video that I'm putting on YouTube is automatically synced to this platform because they have an API that sucks everything that comes from YouTube. So, oh yeah. But I mean, nobody follows me there because I don't promote it, but at least I'm there. So listen, for whatever reason, my whole YouTube channel disappear like it happened before, I can tell everybody to find me on Rumble. But I still would rather have platforms that are really on a level. So yeah, it is what it is. What are we gonna do? Nothing. Miss Auntie, hello. Vraiment. Yeah, you have to be politically correct. But yo, come on. Yeah. Anyway. Smelling the jasmine aroma in this green tea. Oh yeah, amazing. It's already almost done. I don't have enough for a whole show. No. Yeah. Yeah, but Rumble, this platform is... Listen, I have a problem with the platform being so ugly. I mean, the main page is okay. It's okay, and there's a lot of people that are being live now. And I think you can be live on both at the same time. I have to see. Maybe I can be live on YouTube and Rumble at the same time. That could be interesting. I mean, some people, yeah. For example, Crypto Aurus, he started really doing on Rumble because he got tired of all the crypto videos the crypto channel being erased out of nowhere. So a lot of people, yeah, they are starting to go on Rumble. That's true. I mean, I don't need them to look like YouTube. It's just to me that you have to, I mean, if you look at my channel, come on, like, it doesn't look great. Or maybe I have to upload stuff here. I don't know. Let me look at one of my videos, how it looks like. Okay.
There's a problem with crowdfunding.
Okay, ads.
What exactly happens?
Skip the ad.
I'm still waiting to be a candidate. Just a really
Okay.
we like each other.
Quality 700p. Oh, it's not in full HD. Okay, interesting. I mean, at least the content is here. I mean, it's getting better since the last time I've seen it. Yeah. Maybe I have to sign in, maybe. Let me sign in. Account overviews. Overview. Where are my channels? Can I edit my channels? My channels. Kaysha. I have 3 followers. Can I edit it? Title. Oh, I can have a thumbnail? Yo. Let me add a thumbnail. K to royalty. I can have a backsplash? All right. Let me find a good backsplash. Let me see. Kaysha from African Prince. Let me see. I'm gonna use this one. Okay, save. Is it saved? Oh, saving. All right. Now let's go see the channel. Hey, much better. Oh, I have to do one at the right dimensions. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go here and see what I can do. Okay. There was this platform back in the days, Dailymotion was, and they created it before YouTube. But yeah, the French. Does it still exist? Oh my God, it's ugly. Okay. I think I have a channel there. Is my channel still there? Your Zook TV. I see a lot of videos from me. Kaysha, there you go. That's my channel. I have 700 followers, 1 million views. Yeah, I stopped posting there, but I was posting there before YouTube. But see, I don't know, the platform is, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. This platform is ugly. Listen, I have a hard time working with ugly platforms. I'm sorry. It is what it is. That's the way I am. But YouTube needs real competition just to keep them in check. Just like Apple, when when it was only the iPhone, they were starting to be a little extremists in their rules, and the fact that people had the choice of buying Samsung phones and Sony phones and Google phones kept them in check, kept them forced to innovate and to be scared of their users leaving the platform to go to another platform. It made them listen to the users. When users are telling you, we don't like this thing you're doing, and because of that I'm buying another phone, you think about it the next phone you do. You're like, okay, hey, we heard you. When they start removing some functionalities from the Macs, a lot of people decided to buy PCs. So they added all these functionalities back. And it's important for customers to have a choice. Always. A monopoly is always bad for the users. Always, whatever the business. That's the way always been. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. I'm doing great. How are you? It's just America being American again. Contradiction within itself. Listen, I'd never seen a country with so many contradictions. When I go there, I'm like, the most Puritan countries full of strip clubs. I'm like, all right. Yes, you can be live on both at the same time, like Redacted. Okay. I gotta check on my program if they give me the option on Ecamm. Joel, do you know if Ecamm gives you the option to also go on thing, or you just use I mean, you can use Restream. I think I'm gonna use Restream again because when I go live directly, when I multicam directly from Ecamm, I realize that sometimes, and even with this powerful computer, I realize that if you go to too much platforms at the same time, you're gonna end up with the platform, your video losing quality, and I don't like that. So I prefer using Restream. I prefer paying for that service, and I go live on YouTube, and Restream takes me to everything else. Ma pleasure. C'est toujours un plaisir, Miss Carambole. I think Bantumbo would be fire. What? What is a Bantumbo? Yeah, YouTube was better before. That's for sure. Oh yeah, you send me those songs. Yeah, I'm gonna check it. I slept all day. For Restream, okay. Let me see Restream, because now Restream is trying to compete with. Let me see. Restream, one live stream, 30 destinations. Damn. So you can stream, and it goes to all these places. Products. Now they have the studio, right? Okay, no, I'm not interested in that. Upload and stream. Oh, turn your videos into live stream. Okay. Ooh, that could be interesting. To re-upload Club Shadas in other places after the fact. Oh, I like this idea. Multi-streaming. Okay. Destination, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch. Okay. So be everywhere at once. Multi-stream anywhere you need at the same time. 30 social platforms from giants to local gem. Multi-channel on a single platform, your server or anywhere else. Restream integrated into all the okay, yeah, that's I know. Secure your stream quality. Make streaming less complicated. That's true. Share the stage with your guests. This I don't need. I would like to know what are all the platforms. Their chat, yeah. Display the chat box. I don't like that. I'm wondering if the stream go to Ecamm now. Let me log in. I have an account, right? I think I stopped paying, but I still have my account. Get more powerful upgrade, 41 a month to stream up to 8 channels. Full HD. 41 a month, that's a lot. Standard 5 channels, that's enough. Record stream up to 6 hours. Okay. $16 a month. Yeah, whatever. Edit destination, so I can go on Kaysha, Facebook, Twitch. Add destination. I want to. Oh, okay. So I can go on Facebook Live, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok. Ooh. All right. That's interesting. TikTok, Instagram, Telegram, D-Live, I don't know, Dailymotion, Trovo, Mixcloud, Kakao TV, Nayer, Nimo, Nana, Chinese and some Chinese platforms, Africa TV. That's interesting. So yeah, now listen, that could be some interesting stuff. That could be some very interesting stuff. MJzo, what up, MJ? How are you? All right, listen. Écoutez-moi bien. I believe that, okay, first of all, I want to thank everybody on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts a little bit for the madness that is going on with something going on. And we have reached 2 billion views on TikTok. This is massive. Like, never in my wildest dream I would have thought that a song that I recorded in 2006 has now reached 2 billion views. That's an incredible milestone, and I'm super proud that it's one of my songs that I composed and wrote and performed, and it's actually one of my favorite songs. It's one of the favorite songs I did on that album, Legendary. I remember that's the song that before the album came out, I gave for free on the internet back then in 2006. So that this could become popular in places like Portugal and France. And actually in all my shows in Portugal, I start my show with that song. So it is really a song that means a lot to me. And like DJ Gelas was telling me, an amazing turn of event and full circle moment is that 1 billion views. Yeah, I think of the 2 billion views, I think 600 million or 700 million or something like that all come from Brazil. And the video for this song was shot in 2007 in Brazil. So yeah, listen, this is crazy. I was looking at my stats for the song for the last the whole year. And as I was looking at the stats, the TikTok stats, the TikTok's analytics. Listen, I made 1.6 billion views in the last 3 months. I actually made 500 million views last month, and just this last week, 80 million views. And the whole year, there's a total of 2 billion views. And it's crazy when you think about it, that, yeah, listen, views coming from France, Brazil, the US, Germany, Philippines, Netherlands, Belgium, Kazakhstan, Réunion, the UK. That's the top 10. Top 20, 11, Canada, Congo, Sweden, Switzerland, Guadeloupe, Congo Brazzaville, Thailand, Kenya, Dominican Republic, and Romania in 20. Saudi Arabia 21st, Turkey 22, Jamaica 23, Gabon 24, Portugal 25th. And just in Portugal, you have 16 million views. And Brazil, yeah. Brazil, France, and the US, we're talking about 300, 400 million views. This is just pure madness. And listen, I couldn't be more happy than it is a testament to my strategy. I told you before that I believe that evergreen content is the way to go. You create content that stand the test of time. I listen to the music of today, and there's a lot of things that I love, but I listen to my songs from 17 years ago, like this song, and they still bang and sound better than the new stuff. And this is what evergreen content is. It's content that you can listen forever. Like a good Bob Marley song, if you put me Buffalo Soldier today, it will sound better than most reggae songs. Not only because of the emotional charge that he has to me, but because he reminds me of my childhood, but because it's an amazing song that you can play anytime, and it resonates to the youth like the old. And this is the best way to create content. You create content slowly, and you keep creating, and you don't try to make it quick. You actually go on a long-term strategy, and stuff like that happen all of a sudden. And from the streams, I don't have my revenue yet, but I believe that my revenue is going to double just from that song being streamed so much that it streams. It doubled the amount of streaming my whole catalog, and a lot of people are discovering me through this song, and they have hundreds of songs that they can discover, because just my last 2 albums is 90 songs. Just my last 2. Now, if you add the other 8 albums, just my original tracks, we might have 300 songs. Now, if you add all the remixes, you might have, like, I don't know, 2,000 songs, plus everything I did here and there, plus the production. Like, I have a whole universe of music that is discoverable now for all the people who are discovering me on TikTok today. And that's the beautiful thing of just creating your content and not caring. Like, I create my songs every week, I release tracks, and I let them live their life. I do promo, of course, every week. I do promo for the things that I release, but I don't obsess in that one song. Like I used to tell the artists that would sign on my label back in the days, when you create music, don't put all your ammo in one shot or in one gun. Because if you put all your ammo in one gun, you're going to do like, pa, 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 put all your energy in one song, put all your money in that one video, and then after that, in 3 months, where people are, okay, what's next? You don't have any more energy. So I used to really have this strategy when we would release tracks. I would be like, when we release a whole album, I would have the big hits, that the thing that I thought, the song that I thought was the hit, I would put it in the first 5 songs of the album. And then I would have another track that I would think this is going to be a hit, but I'm going to sacrifice this one. Meaning that I'm going to put it for free on my channel, and I will put the link on Facebook, MySpace back then, etc. And Something Going On was one of these tracks. where I was like, I'm gonna just put this song for free to everybody, for all the DJ to start playing and all the fans to download it already for free instead of pirating it, to create excitation for the songs that are coming. So if I go to this album, so this is the album called Legendary. In this album, you have the bangers of that album are the songs that really were did a lot of shows were One More Night, Don't Change, and then the big hits were Question My Heart and Something Going On. Question My Heart was the one that really everybody was singing. That was really the hit of that album. But then you also have Something Going On that was a massive track, and of course Love de Toi in France was a big hit. On est ensemble, I did it in some shows, and then everything else is just the album. And back in the days, all you needed was one hit to sell a whole city, but I still was doing quality albums with 16 tracks. But all these songs here, that's the money time here. All these songs were really like hit songs, and then after that I'm trying stuff, etc. And in the streaming world, I'm doing a different strategy because in the streaming world, I just release new tracks every week. But the beautiful thing about the streaming world is what's happening with Something Going On is that you can have any song blow up. So instead of putting all your energy in one song, you just put your energy in creating a beautiful catalog of songs. And okay, so how do I survive? If my song is not a hit, how do I go do shows, etc., etc.? Well, maybe you do a hybrid career. Maybe you don't leave your job because you start making music. Maybe you keep your job and you do music on the side, so that only when you arrive to the point where your catalog is big enough and is generating enough revenue, like let's say you get paid I don't know, 1,005 per month on your job, only when your catalog generates 2,000 you can decide if you want to be part-time at your job or if you want to leave your job altogether and concentrate on your catalog. But this is why what I do is I'm going to record 4 songs every month, and I'm going to schedule everything for the next month so that whenever I have my catalog is growing and growing and growing, it's more chances, more probabilities of a song blowing up on TikTok, on Instagram, or this or that. And listen, it can be for whatever reason. I have a song called Happy Birthday, for example. I've used it on for now it's not a song that is blowing up, but it's a song that the way I did it, I was like, listen, maybe one day when somebody will it's gonna be their birthday, they're gonna look for a happy birthday song, and maybe they're gonna use that one. And maybe if that person is popular enough, then everybody's gonna start using it for their birthday. So I used it for my son's birthday. When I post my son's birthday and my wife's birthday, I use that song. So all these are techniques that you can use, right? And then as you create content, your catalog becomes bigger and bigger, and the people who listen to you are more and more people. Once you have enough people listening to you and being fan of your content, you start generating revenue from streams. So if you make 100 per month, it's your first milestone. Then you work on the next milestone, which is 250 a month. Then the next one, which is 500, then 1,000, then 1,005, then 2,000. When you have 2,000 a month, you are full-time catalog owner. A lot of people don't understand that because it's a culture the music industry where everybody is trying to make you, everybody's telling you that you have to do a hit so you can be famous, so you can sell a lot of shows, and we can make a lot of money off of you. And in 6 months, everybody forget you, and we will go and exploit the next one, the next dreamer. When you own your catalog and you create a catalog of everlasting content, meaning songs on the streaming platforms, a show on YouTube, or live stream where you're playing video games if you want, or you talking about your other passion, which is cooking, for example, and you start creating content on a regular basis, you're gonna have people like you guys coming every week to the show, and you create a community around your content. So then you start generating money from YouTube, then you start generating money from iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Deezer, etc., etc. And that's when you start creating a passive income from all your old catalog, your present catalog, and your future catalog. A lot of people, they are just pushing all their energy on that one song. And in the world of today, where everybody's an artist, everybody's a content creator, and everybody is competing for time, I don't know how many people are live right now. If I go on Twitch, there's probably 1 million people that are live streaming. If I go on YouTube, there's probably another 1 million people are live streaming right now. And if I go on the other platform, if I go on TikTok live, or if I go on Instagram live, Twitter live, all these other platforms, somebody is live as well. And all these platforms, all of us, we are sharing time. The real currency is time. Is how many people can come to your platform and stay there. So tonight we had around 100 people already that passed by on this live. These 100 people is 100 people that there's another billion people that are on other channels. So the goal here is either you try to turn these 100 people into 200 people or 300 people. I know this show is watched by around 1,000 people every episode. Now, the goal is to go to 5,000 people. And how many people are watching exactly at the same time? The goal is to multiply this by 2, then 3, then 4, and just create this content. And as you can see, the algorithm can just start presenting that thing to the right person. And because of that person, maybe somebody's sharing something, your show explodes out of a sudden. And then your revenue doubles, triples, multiplies by 10, etc., etc. But if you are obsessed with, oh, every episode has to be a hit, you don't realize what you're doing. I'm not obsessed for my show. Listen, even if it was just one person watching, to me, the goal is to have a library of content that is there. That, listen, in 20 years, maybe I'm just there chilling, living my life. And people can still watch my content and be like, yo, this guy said crazy things like 20 years ago. He said this and that. Oh my God, there's some stuff that I can use here. Or just listen, when my daughter is 25 in 20 years, I'm in my 70s. My daughter is 25 and she wants to listen to what I had to say about everything. She can watch my show. She can watch the things I'm saying now. Hi, daughter, at 25. She can watch everything I'm saying today in 20 years. And show it to her friends. Yeah, this is my dad. That's what he said about this. And then she can come ask me, hey, you remember in Club Shada number 269, you talked about this. How do you think it applies today? And I can tell her, right, in my opinion, this. And maybe she can tell me, yeah, I would love to do, I have my show on YouTube as well, or maybe whatever new platform. And she can tell me, hey, Dad, I would love to do a show with you. And I would be like, yeah, cool. Because listen, if I'm sexy like this in 3 days, I'm 49. If I'm sexy like this at 49, at 69 in 20 years, I'll be as sexy. Trust me. Maybe this will be all white, but I still look crazy good. Maybe I will have a suit, whatever. Who knows? I probably will be a millionaire already. But all this to say, I can tell her, yeah, I come to your show and we have conversations about the world of the future. And yeah, she can even decide, hey, listen, I would love to use your YouTube channel and become the host of Club, or I would love to continue Club Shada, and it's going to be me talking now because I have all these followers on my platforms, whatever. And I would be like, oh, that's amazing. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's share the revenue. Let's create more content. And it becomes a family show. Like, all these things are amazing because I'm not focused on today. Listen, I did more than 20 hits that are standing the test of time today. For me, One Love, Question My Heart, Love de Toi, Bien Plus Fort Que Mes Mots, On Dit Quoi, Jusqu'à Fatigué, Fiona, etc., etc. Something Going On, and I did for others. Nelson Freitas, Deeper, Nelson Freitas, Rebound Chick, Judge, Close Your Eyes, Soumia, Mes Sentiments, Soumia, Rendez-moi, Eligio, Melodia, Siquat Pedro, Forgot the Song, Salty Soul, My Everything. Like, I've been doing hits for 25 years. So, I have hits that are still current today. So to me, it's not about making a hit. It's about creating a content catalog of videos, songs, and soon movies and series. So that at a point, I might start to be satisfied if all this content generates 50,000 every month. Yeah. There I would be like, okay, 50,000 a month? That's 500,000 a year, 600,000 a year. Yeah. I can buy here in Portugal, I can buy a whole apartment every 2 years. All right. And I can reinvest in more movies and more content and maybe creating channels for other people like that. Then I'll be like, yeah. So that's my objectives today. And I really think creators would learn if they start understanding that this is the way. You know, forget about the hits, think about the catalog. It's easy to do a hit. That's the easiest thing in the world. You know why? Because it's random. You can do a hit without trying. It's just like you're going to do that song and everybody's going to love it. Or everybody's going to use it on TikTok for whatever reason, even if it's a bad song. And then it becomes a hit. The problem is, can you do 2? Can you do 5? Can you do 10? Do you have a formula that you can use that works? Can you go do a show and sing 10 songs? Can you do that? Can you go do a show, you sing 10 songs, and every song you sing, everybody goes crazy? Can you do this? I can. Let me show you. Kaysha, Texas Velho. That was 2 months ago, right? All right. 2 months ago, let me turn on Chrome for you guys. All right. So 10 months ago, 2 months, 3, when was it? In June. Okay. 6 months ago. There I am. I'm in Lisbon, Portugal. All right. Start my show with I Like It. And everybody know the song. Let me stop. Then I do another one. And then I do. Yep, they know this one too. Then I do another one. Yeah. 88 BPM. Everybody sing. Then I do something going on. Wait. Yeah, I'm going to, have fun. And then Raquel, another hit. And then Sushi Ron, another hit. And then Fiona. Music Warrior, another one. Okay, then Motema.
Hey girl. You know what they say. You're in those TikToks. Everybody knows.
A special someone. Then let's go. Whoa, whoa, you asked me this morning. Come on. Yeah. Not like your ex-boyfriend. See? And then question my heart. Then one love.
When I get deeper down to the bottom of the seas and get these pearls for you, baby. 'Cause I know I'm and I can't love you for the rest of my life. And I can't love you for the rest of my life. And I get stronger.
And Diamond. So this is a full show, non-stop, right?
Uma forte salva de palmas para o Kaysha.
So you see what I mean? Can you do a full show of 30-minute non-stop singing with just one verse and one chorus of one of your songs? I can't do that. And that's just my songs. I can add all the hits I did for other people and just put a little bit of the beats I did. Why? Because I've been concentrating on creating evergreen content and content that will last forever. And I have a bunch of them. A lot of artists are wishing they had one hit. I have at least, if I count my stuff and stuff I did for other people, at least 30 international bangers that are ranging from stuff I did like this year to stuff I did 25 years ago. And not everybody can do that because they put all their energy in that first song. And then no more budget, no more force, no more inspiration, and you're done. I got lucky that my first song was a hit, but even if it was not a hit, I would have kept to that strategy because that's what puts you here. So now, let me talk to you about the loudspeaker. It's important. Let me look at your comments first. Master Electronic, what up, bro? Creating art with your soul, the art will live forever. That is true. That is true. Your advice on not obsessing over one song is probably the best I have ever received. Many musicians get stuck on trying to make one song perfect or big, especially with words like viral. Yep. Look, been creating all these songs, and it's my 2006 song that go viral. So it's just a testament to what I say, you know. Let me see. Someone only had 10 on their lives and one was Oprah. Heard he got a job. Wow. You still sexy at 65. Of course I will. Thanks. Ce que je ressens pour toi est bien plus fort que mes mots. I like it. I love this song. It is very sensual. I love it. Yeah. You should try making love to this song. That was the jam still is. I'm not sure which track you're talking about. Probably something I just played. You know, we do what we do. I guess it's the compa hit. Let's talk about it. You'd likely need to find another platform for a history channel. Listen, I'm gonna use these platforms that I have already to start talking about my history. Kaysha, your voice is very beautiful. It's a pleasure for me to listen to your voice. It's a gift from heaven. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Santi. All right, listen. Which takes me to the last thing I want to talk to you about tonight. I'm not gonna be long, but something going on is blowing up all around the world thanks to it being viral on TikTok. In December 5th, I think there was 40,000 videos created, generating 20,000 videos. 20,000 video created every day, generating 44 million views on TikTok every day. So that's a lot of people discovering my song and having my songs in their ears. So it just created a virality around everything else. People posting it on Instagram as well, people posting it everywhere. And what is very interesting to me is that, and it could be frustrating, but it's not, because I understand the way it is. I don't represent a specific country. I represent Africa and all the Africans and all the diasporas around the world. But I also love and respect the love I receive from everybody else because I'm a creator. If my songs are only played in South Korea and Japan, for example, well, I will go there and play there because this is where my business is. And if they are the one who give me my flowers, I will go and get them there. And I will try to learn their language so I can say thank you properly. And I probably will do songs in their language as well because that's the way I am. I'm a creator, but I'm also a businessman. I also understand that when opportunities open doors somewhere, you go there, and you get your money. So you have to understand my point of view of where I come from. I was born in Kinshasa, Congo, and I grew up in France. At 7, I arrived in France, and I've been there until I was 39. Then I moved to Portugal 10 years ago. So the three places, and in between I lived in Ivory Coast. I had already 4 different nationalities, 4 different passports. I had Zaire passport, then Congo passport, then first Zaire passport, then Ivory Coast passport, then Congo passport, then French passport. And I'll probably go get the Portuguese one day. So I'm not somebody who's obsessed with a specific location in the world. A lot of people, they want to represent their neighborhood, their street. They want to be in the neighborhood gang, whatever. I'm a guy like, yo, listen, I believe that sometimes I dream about my past lives and I see myself in China, I see myself in Egypt as an emperor or king. So I'm not very territorial like this. I'm more somebody who want to conquer. What is sad to me about most people in the world of today is that these people, thank you so much, Mountain. What is sad to me about the people today is that nobody's trying to be like a Alexander the Great or Attila the Hun. All these people of the mythology, like Genghis Khan, all these people who were barbarians a little bit, but also conquerors. I don't see the music game as a way to represent and only do the music of where I'm from. I don't see it this way. I've never seen it this way. First of all, I'm from multiple places. My mother is half Portuguese. My father is Congolese. I was raised between Congo, Ivory Coast, and France. And while I was a kid, my eyes were turned to the US because I was listening to hip hop. And at the same time, at home, I was listening to European pop. And my favorite beat maker was Pete Rock. And my favorite musician was Jean-Michel Jarre. And the music I loved the most was Aha, Take On Me. So from the start, I was in so many directions at the same time. And when I do music, I do it exactly the same way. You have to understand that when I blew up from France, but my first record, Bounce Baby, exploded in Martinique. From Martinique, it blew up in Guadeloupe. From Guadeloupe, it blew up in French Guiana. And I recorded my album in French Guiana. I speak better Creole from the West Indies than Lingala from Congo, even if I understand everything. But I lived 1 year in French Guiana where I was recording my album. I was there. I was in the city. I was part of everybody that is in their late 40s in Cayenne. They know me. I spent a year there. So when I blew up in the West Indies, the French West Indies, and North South America, with Bounce Baby and Telephone. And because of that success in that summer, after that, the success came to Paris. Then I started doing a lot of shows in France and the West Indies and Guyana. All this was people from the West Indies, people from the Zouk community were the first to open the doors and their hands to me. In 99, second album. In 2003, third album, explosion of Musicarian in Angola, explosion of On Dit Quoi in Ivory Coast. And the fourth album, the fourth is African Bohemian, explosion of Raquel in Portugal, explosion of Fiona, that's the album before, but Fiona in Portugal, the Kizomba people, explosion of Love de Toi in France, etc., etc., etc. And only when On Dit Quoi, so 2004, I started my career in 98, but only in 2004, 2005, where On Dit Quoi becomes a global hit. The Congolese, he's ours. He's from Congo. No, he's ours. And the Ivory Coast, no, he's ours. And the people in the West Indies, no, he's ours. Nobody knew my nationality back then. And I was looking at everybody. I was like, wow. Oh, everybody want me to be their loudspeaker now? Huh. Oh, now you want to claim me? Where I don't remember nobody supporting me before when I was in the West Indies, being loved in the West Indies or loved in Cape Verde. And I love it this way. I like the fact that I'm loved everywhere. And nobody cares where I'm from because my music speaks for me. And way before the people in Nigeria were doing Zouk and calling it Afrobeat, or doing reggaeton and calling it Afrobeat, way before I was doing that. And I was calling the things by their names. When I was doing compa, I was calling it compa. When I was doing it, and when I was doing a mix of everything, I was calling it a mix of everything. But interestingly, I see that I have this pattern in my career where people want to claim me only when it works. It's just like, the group Daft Punk, when they started their career, because they sang in English and because they were doing house music, nobody was respecting them in France and nobody wanted to sign them. So what they did, they went to London and they signed to a UK label. And when their first song came out and the first album came out and it stopped blowing up, all of a sudden the French started yelling Cocorico. Oh, they're French people. And it's interesting when it's only when you have a hit that the people who were not supporting you appear all out of the woodwork. They all appear from everywhere. Oh, it's my music, hey. It's Kizomba, hey. It's compa. And it's not the first time that this happens to me. It happens to me all the time. And the last 10 years, I would say that I've been concentrating on, like I've been telling you, I've been concentrating on not making hits. I've been concentrating on creating a catalog, because I make way more money with a catalog than a hit. See it like this. You can go on a date with a girl or a man and have a one night stand and have a good night of pleasure, and after that everybody go their separate ways. and then you feel lonely again until you meet another person. You call that booty call, right? And you can do this for years. I did this for years. After a few years, you realize that you're not building nothing with nobody. And you realize that you feel lonely even when those girls are here in your house. I've been there. Yeah, people leave at 4 a.m., call them a taxi, they leave because you don't want to sleep with strangers or people that you see from time to time. You don't want to share that with people. And in the morning, I would feel lonely. And at a point, I started changing. I was like, okay, no more of that life. Let me settle with somebody. So I had a first relationship of 6 months. Then it didn't work. Then I had another one of 3 months. 3 years, sorry. Then I had another one of 3 years. And now I'm married with the one that I've been for almost 10 years now. And we are building something. Building a house, a home, having a home that feels full. I used to have houses that were always like kind of empty. And I liked it because people like me, we like to have our vision not cluttered by a lot of information because it's better to be for the creative minds. But I actually kind of like having a house that is alive, having kids that are running, having a wife that is with her friends, and like having company all the time. Even if I'm still a solitary person, I'm still a lone wolf, I'll actually, listen, next house I will have my own office, or maybe I could rent an office. I'm thinking about this, to have my workspace out of the house because I'm just tired of working from my living room and having to do my show late because I have to wait for everybody to sleep. I might start changing my whole thing to accommodate for family life. But what I mean is that when I discovered the meaning of building something with somebody, my life changed because I started building. And it's the same thing between a quick hit and a catalog. You can do a hit and you're going to do shows for 6 months and then people are going to call you and you're going to make some money. But at a point, it goes back down. And then let's say you were generating 3,000 every month from all your shows and the streams and the YouTube views, etc. And then after 6 months or 1 year, you start going down and you're back to square one trying to do a hit. Sorry. Now, when you work on a catalog, you arrive to this thing where actually your income is steady. So when I was making 800 from my YouTube channel every month, plus 1,000 from YouTube, I was super happy because my rent was 800, and with the 1,000, I would pay the groceries, the electricity, the cleaning lady, the this and that, and I would still have a little bit of something. And then all I needed to was to do one show, 1 or 2 shows, and I was good. But then when I started making 2,000 from YouTube plus 2,000 from iTunes, I was like, yo, that's becoming interesting. That's when I was like, oh, I can move to Portugal now. So I moved to Portugal. And now that I make way more from everything, I just can pay my whole rent from 1 month of work. And instead of just being like, yeah, I'm lazy, I'm still continuing to create those content. Back to the main subject. What is interesting to me is that I see myself as an outsider because even if in a way we can, if we start, and I really have to do that live, but when we start analyzing where does Kompa, Zouk, Kizomba, all these different cultures, where they come from and how they mix each other, how they influence each other, we can arrive and we can find the culture of Congo, the culture of Angola, the culture of the ancient realms of Congo, the culture, the Bantu culture, the Benin culture, like all these things. We can find them if we learn history. We can find the batucada, we can find it all the way to in Brazil with Olodum. We can find it, and we can know it comes from the samba. We can find in Africa the origins of all these cultures, the Caribbean culture, because of the movement of population. So actually, I could claim everybody, but out of respect for everybody, when I do Zouk music, I understand I'm not from the West Indies, so I do my own Zouk my way, but I don't try to brag or to pretend that I'm the leader of the Zouk. The problem was when I released Bounce Baby, I became the leader of Zouk. And I was not trying to do it. I was just trying to do my thing. But once you sell 100,000 copies and everybody's selling 50,000 copies, you become the leader because of the sell numbers. So you become, it's Kassav, then it's you. Okay. So I was kind of scared because I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I was not trying to make too much noise. I was just trying to do my thing. And then all these attention, new enemies, new competition, you're like, oh. Then when I started doing my label and I released Sumia's album, I was telling Sumia, listen, you are from Morocco, I'm from Congo. So listen, let's just do our music. It's okay. We don't need to pressure ourselves. Of course, we are going to try to sell some CDs. Listen, let's try to sell 5,000 CDs so we can make 50,000 of revenue. We only spent 5,000 to do this album. So if we sell 5,000 CDs, we're good. But then we became numb. And I was like, listen, I'm Congolese. You are from Morocco. Let's keep it humble. It's their culture. So we just here, we are guests. The problem was Sumia's album becomes the number one selling album in 2003 of Zouk music, followed by my album. Both of them are the number one and number two. So all of a sudden, everybody's looking at me like, oh, so you're the leader now. I'm like, no, I'm just, and now all the artists are coming to get some beats, everybody, and now you become a figure in the Zouk industry. And you are influencing everybody. And I didn't know at that time, but I was already influencing Portugal, Kizomba, Compa, or a lot of the artists of around. They were like listening to what we were doing. So, and with Ondikwa exploding in Ivory Coast, same thing. I become the leader of Coupé Décalé, not because of trying to be the leader, but just in terms of sales. I was just the number one artist. Best video, best thing, best that. And we were selling CDs where a lot of the artists in Ivory Coast were not selling CDs because they didn't have the means to, and there was no internet back then where you could have all the platforms. So we were the only ones who had the manufacturing of a CD. So all the artists were having a lot of success and selling some CDs through my friend David Monceau. They were in his company, but they were not making the numbers that I was making in terms of sales and the price of the shows. So I became naturally the king of that genre as well for a certain time. And I was not trying to do it. I was just trying to just do my thing. So when I arrived in Portugal, and people call me the king of Kizomba because of One Love, because of Question My Heart, because of Something Going On, because of all these songs. I'm like, the king of what? Yeah, the king of Kizomba. I was like, I don't know what it is, but okay. Let me put this crown with the rest. But then you realize that every beat maker, every artist that you meet, they tell you that they are inspired by the way you work, by the way you do the song, by your success. Because every artist that is here in Portugal, and back then, were selling 10% of my sales just because the French market is way bigger than the Portuguese market. And because my market was never the French market. My market was always the world. My vision has always been worldwide. So I end up, becoming the leader of that music too. And I was always like, sorry, it was really not something I did on purpose. I'm just trying to just do my music and express my creativity. And because I love everybody's culture, and I love to not only share, but I also love to, I cannot, like, that's the way I am. You make me listen to salsa. If I go to Cuba or to Santo Domingo or to Colombia, and you make me listen to whatever is made where I am, I'm gonna want to do it. That's the way I am. So if I'm gonna be like, oh, this. At a point, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna try to do one. And I'm gonna, instead of trying to do one the way they do it, then I'm gonna start playing my instrument from the 80s, my pop, and then I'm gonna start singing in English instead of in Spanish. I'm gonna add some Spanish word. Maybe I'm gonna invite somebody, and it might again just become the number one song just because it's in English, and it will have an international appeal. And because I know how to market stuff, because that's the way I am. I'm a businessman. Then it will become huge, and then people will look at me being like, oh, you have the best salsa in the world, or your salsa is exploding on TikTok, and I'm going to be like, I'm sorry. So all this to say that throughout this last 25 years, I have been the loudspeaker of a lot of different cultures. And through my platforms and through my music, I have exposed to the world a lot of cultures. I was not alone doing it. A few of my friends, Nichols, Nelson Freitas, were doing it as well. But I'm really somebody that have done it for multiple things. My Zouk music, the Candy Zouk, have been exported and listened all around the world way more than anybody else. My Kizomba music have been exported around the world more than anybody else, and have influenced a lot of people as well. And my Coupé Décalé, my song On dit quoi, and my song Jusqu'à Fatigué, but especially On dit quoi, maybe after Premier Gaou, is one of the most iconic songs in the last 20 years when it comes to that music that have been heard all around the world, that you can say to anybody, any African, anywhere in the world, on dit quoi, they will reply to you, on va gâter le coin. So this is when you become culture. And it's a big responsibility that at a point I have to accept. But when you become the loudspeaker for all these people, you start having some perverse effects. And it was very interesting that now that you have something going on, the extended Guyad mix that is blowing up on TikTok with 2 billion views, I'm starting to see a lot of Haitian flags in my comments. And I see a lot of Haitian flags under the comments of a lot of the people, which is, listen, the song is a Candy Zouk with some Kizomba elements, some reggaeton elements, and some 80s pop elements. It's an homage to the music of Manu Lima, the famous Cap Verdean composer. And there's a lot of elements in it. R&B, hip hop. That's the way I do my music. And yes, there's a little bit of compa in it as well. And that Guyad solo is that compa part. But it's not a compa song. And anybody who knows music knows, listening to the song, that it's not a compa song, even if it has some compa elements. But because people are undocumented and people don't have that much culture in general, anything that sounds like compa for these a lot of these people who actually don't know the difference between zouk, compa, and kizomba, I know the difference. They will just, you play this song in Angola, they will tell you it's kizomba. You play it in France, they will tell you it's zouk. You play it in the US, they will tell you it's compa. And me personally, I usually don't care. I'm like, hey, listen, you like it, you call it the way you want. Actually, it has elements of everything. So if the prism for you is the compa, go ahead. If it's kizomba for you, go ahead and dance it the way you want it. My problem is with the people. The people want to turn my music that is international into their own territorial narrow minds sometimes. And because the song is blowing up, I'm starting to receive and I'm starting to see comments and receive private messages from the people who are not supporting me, people who have not made the song what it is, but they just arrive out of nowhere with their little compa, their little Haiti flags, and they're like, hey, why don't you say it's compa? And some of them are aggressive, and some of them are, hey, you know, could you hashtag compa because people are thinking it's reggaeton, you should, or people are saying it's zouk, you should say it's compa because, you know, I mean, I don't know you, but, and I'm like, what's wrong with all these people? I'm talking about the remix. I mean, the original and the remix are not different. It's the same beat. It's my beat, the original. All they added was woy, and the solo part. The instrumental is the same. Let me play you the original. All right. This is the remix. I mean, it's not a remix for me. It's an extended mix, but this is the new version that is super popular now. If you listen to it, that's Candy Zouk. That's Candy Zouk Kizomba. Right? That's the same song. And then at the point, so they added the solo of Guyat on top of my track. Now, if you listen to the original, Kaysha, something going on, the original from 2006, that's the same song. That's the same beat. It's not a remix, it's an extended mix. Right? It's just after the chorus, it's just the next verse. So they just extended the beat and put some, and it was a great idea. I love it because this is the one that is blowing up. So I'm not dismissing that version. I'm just saying that it's the same way as I got my song, because it's not the first time that I do this. I got my song Bien Plus Fort Que Mes Mots. So this is the original, right? Okay. So it's a compa in the style of C'est pas pour that. So, right? And now you have Bien Plus Fort Que Mes Mots extended by Saint-Clan. So same track. They added the guitar and then they added this, and this. And this became a hit as well. That's why it was automatic to me when I heard that new version. I was like, "Oh, guys, I wanna release it because I know I've been doing this for a while. I'm a businessman. I knew there was a potential of a hit." But so to me, I don't mind being claimed by everybody. I don't mind because my music is actually the music of everybody. I keep saying that music is freedom. Music to me has no passport, no nationality. And listen, when Wizkid does Zouk, everybody's calling it Afrobeat. But I hear Zouk. When I hear this is Zouk. When they do reggaeton, they call it Afrobeat because everybody's lazy. But me, I know the difference between, because I'm a creator. I know the difference and I classify in my head everything. You make me listen to something, I will tell you exactly what it is. And I can even tell you, hey, it's this with a little bit of that. Most people, it's kizomba. But it's so good to me, I don't mind. You call it the way you want it. When I arrived in Brazil, they were calling the same song Something Going On. In France, they were saying, oh, it's Zouk R&B in English. In Portugal, they were saying, oh, it's Kizomba. In Cape Verde, they were saying it's Cabo Zouk. And in Brazil, they were saying, and look, in France, they were saying it's Zouk R&B and they were dancing Zouk on it. In Portugal and Angola, and Cape Verde, they were calling it Cabo Zouk or Kizomba, and they were dancing Passada on it. And when I went to Brazil, they were calling it Zouk. I was like, what? And they were dancing lambada on it. So if you look at the music video of Something Going On, let me see, Kaysha, Something Going On. If you look at the music video, right? The music video is shot in Brazil, in Goiânia, and everybody in there is not dancing Zouk. They're dancing lambada. See? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, this girl was so beautiful. If you look at the song, see? This is Lamba Zouk. So, and to me, that's everything I love about music. The fact that music is bringing us together. My problem right now, it's not a problem, it just comes with the territory. But my problem right now is that now everybody is trying to claim me just because I have a mega worldwide hit. And you know who's making this song huge? The Brazilians and the Chinese, the Central Asian, the Kazakhstan, the Koreans, the people from the West Indies as well, and the Americans. Now, a lot of Americans, Heidi Klum, a lot of Americans, a lot of people. If you go on TikTok and you check what is working with this song, if you go and you check, let me go on my profile and check. If you check all these videos, right, of people dancing on Something Going On, this guy is from Canada, this person is from Brazil, the people are from a lot of different places, right? And yeah, some people are Haitian, some people are from the West Indies, some people are Brazilians, some people are from Asia. And to me, that's beautiful. Let me look at this. I'm posting this one tomorrow. if you take, for example, let me see, this one. I think she's from. Kenya. I'm not sure. Sorry. I think she's from Kenya and somewhere else. I'm not sure what is this flag. But now if you take most of the popular videos, this one is from Brazil. This girl, she's also from Brazil. 2 million likes, 20,000 comments. And wait, also. Now if I go to her comment, Becca has 27 million followers. So these are the ones that are making the song popular. So when I see people coming with their flags, I'm like, yeah, listen, yeah, cool. But calm down. Look at these people. These guys are from Brazil. Peixinho, 40 million followers. They are the ones who are making our music ultra popular. So I don't understand why a lot of people who didn't make video, they come to my comments complaining about, yo, Kizomba, compa, whatever. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You don't come, don't do the work, and then you come piss me off because I'm gonna post this tomorrow. And you come complain about whatever. I posted this today. This guy was funny. Look at his face. Look at his face. And yeah, there's something about, when you are a guy like me, I don't think I can post that one. If I post this one, I think my wife's gonna be pissed off. What the hell is going on? Brazil. This girl is probably, I didn't see this one. One million followers. Is she a singer? Oh, she's a YouTuber. Listen, when a song goes beyond, right? It goes beyond what it was intended. It just goes worldwide. Look at all these people, listen, Southeast Asia. See? F14, 2 million followers. When you have a song that goes there, it's not a question of Kizomba, Kompa, Zouk, whatever. It's just a worldwide hit. And that's, what is this? Oh my God. Okay. I'm not going to demonetize my video. Huh? What? I'm posting this tomorrow. Who is this one? Where is she from? I have no idea. You see, you get to that point where, and listen, it's amazing to me what's going on, right? I can only be thankful to everybody that has been posting on, what is this? What is going on? Listen, yeah, that song. What? It's yoga. What's going on? Oh my God. Listen. I think those ones are from Nigeria. Oh, they did another one? Oh, I didn't see that one. I'm posting this as well. Thailand. I'm posting this tomorrow. Who's that? 300,000 followers. Yeah, she's in Thailand. Yo, listen. The track is gone. It's gone. It's out there. And I understand why everybody feels like I understand that the people who love Kizomba are excited that there's a Kizomba track that is blowing up around the world, and I understand that the people from Haiti are excited that a compa version of a track is exploding out there, and I understand because you have this feeling and every time I see a lot of Haitian flags, I'm happy. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Listen, in my track Music Quarian that I released in 2003, in the chorus, I'm saying represent Haiti and other countries, because me, I represent for all of us. But some people, not everybody, some people, they start being aggressive with the message because they want to take your victory as their victory when they did nothing to go there. I've been to Haiti a lot of time. I've listened. I've received love from the Haitians, the Haitian community everywhere, in New York, in Miami, in Boston, and in Haiti itself. Love my Haitian people, but it's not a question of Haitian but it's the same thing where I post a bunch of white people dancing to my Kizomba tracks. There's always one person in the comments who comes and says, hey, why are you posting all these white people dancing to our music and they're not even dancing the right way? This is not the way you dance Kizomba. My answer to these people is always the same one. Where is your video? Because when it comes to complaining, we are number one. When it comes to supporting, we're not there. When it comes to complaining once somebody else supported, everybody arrives. And listen, it's the same exact thing I told the people from Congo. For a long time, the people from Congo were saying, this guy think he's from the West Indies. This guy's this guy that. When Ondikwa became a worldwide hit, everybody was like, oh, Congo, Congo, Congo. All the Congo flags were there all of a sudden. And me, I was like, where you been all this time? Where you been all this time? Why am I the loudspeaker of people only when it works? The rest of the time, I don't hear about y'all. And I'm not frustrated. I'm just stating something that is obvious to me. I'm like, hey, guys, either we in this together, but we're not in this together only when it works. Listen, Kizomba became what it is today. The worldwide phenomenon that it is today, not because of the Angolans, the Cape Verdeans, and the Mozambicans, and the Portuguese, and the Palop people, or the Zouk people. It's because of the Russians, the Nicolette in Budapest, the Olgas from Ukraine in Spain, and all these people that started doing festivals. The salsa people who decided to create Kizomba festivals. It doesn't mean that we didn't create the music. It doesn't mean that we didn't create something. But the people who took it to the next levels are the people who were like, oh, let's do this. Let's do festivals. Yes, some West Indian people did some festival. Yes, some Portuguese and Cape Verdean were there from the beginning, of course. And I will have them on this channel to talk about. We had a Tomás Rei do Kizomba, but it was in Portuguese for those who don't understand. But it's a joint effort by everybody, right? So when Kizomba goes to Ukraine, goes to Russia, goes to China, everywhere, thanks to the people out there and the people who are pushing our culture outside, we cannot start being like, no, we have to be like, yes. And teach those people, hey, Don't forget where it came from. This is where we fail because we don't teach. And then once you post a bunch of videos of Ukrainians dancing on your song in the Ukrainian way, or Brazilian dancing on your song, or you do a video, listen, when the video for Something Going On came out with a bunch of people dancing in Lambada, you think everybody was happy? Everybody was like, what the hell is this going? What is this? What is this video? What are they dancing? They're not dancing Zouk, they're not dancing Kizomba. This guy is crazy. Everybody was saying this, and Mia was saying, yo, listen, this is the way the Brazilians dance to my music, and I want to show the world how people dance to my music on the other side of the world. That's the way I see it. But some people came at that time and they were like, oh, we don't understand this video, blah, 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 blah. A bunch of white people not dancing the right way. And you're going to have all these people in the comments, again, they come and they say, yeah, that's not the way you dance Kizomba. And me, I'm like, instead of being in the comments, that's all I'm saying. Instead of being in the comments, where is your video? Post your videos, tag me, I'll find them and I'll post them to show that we are doing it as well. But if all you can do is be in the comments, it means that to me, you're an opportunist. You just come to listen. I receive message from people who like, listen, I don't know if it's your song. What, you don't know if it's my song? Why are you talking to me then? And listen, I don't really care. I just want to talk about it because I think it's important to talk about everything, the good and the bad. And it's 99% way more good than the 1% bad. But it's interesting that because it's not the first time it happens to me. Whenever I do something that is meaningful in the culture, there's a bunch of people who want to take this and talk about themselves. And I think this is the narcissism of a lot of people. And yeah, I think it's important to talk about it and have the conversation about it. So again, where is your video? And listen, there's when I'm posting, I've been reposting a lot of videos from a lot of people. Let me show you on my Instagram everything that I'm about to post. I think it's there. More saved. Okay. What I try to do is I try to post somebody from Asia, somebody from Africa or Haiti or the West Indies, and somebody from Brazil. Or sometimes I will post 3 people from Brazil. The next day I will post 3 people from Asia, and then I will post three black people in general from different countries, right? So I'm trying to save and to post from everybody, but it's hard sometimes. So these people, I don't know where they're from, those kids, but I'm going to post them tomorrow. They're cute. I don't know where they are, where they're from. These ones, I know they are from Asia. I think they are from Thailand. I'm not sure. I know that's Brazil. That's Brazil. Brazilians. This one, she's from, I think she's from Kazakhstan, I think. Yeah, I think she's from Kazakhstan. These guys, they're Brazilians. This one, I have no idea where he's from. This one, I don't know where she's from. Oh, she's Brazilian. I think I'm not sure if I posted these ones already. I think those ones are Caverdians. Yeah, I think they are Caverdians, those ones. So I'm going to post those. I'm trying to post everybody from everywhere. Oh, I have to post that one. Yo, damn. She. Oh, I'm posting this tomorrow. This one is from Kazakhstan. This one I posted yesterday. This one, she's from Haiti. Ah, perfect. I'm gonna post her again. I posted her yesterday. This is the same girl, I think. I think it's the same girl. So I'm posting her tomorrow. These ones are from I'm not sure where they're from. I'm not sure. Indonesia, maybe. These are from France, I guess. I'm not sure. It's from Kizomba, Paris. These ones are, I don't know, the US probably. This one is from, I'm not sure. I think it, maybe Dubai. This one is from Brazil. These ones are from Nigeria. These ones are Americans. They're super famous. I think they have 2 million followers. It's four brothers that are dancing. So listen, I'm trying to post everybody. I have to post that one. Haitian. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that my vision of the world and my vision for music is international. It always have been, and I will never let nobody limit it to one specific place. And listen, a track like Something Going On is everything. It's a zouk, it's a candy zouk, it's a compa, it's a kizomba, it's a guyad on that version. It's a little bit of everything, because that's the way I do it. That's the way I believe in the Pan-Africanism. I believe that all the Africans and all the diasporas have to come together, even if we all have to cultivate our differences. It's important, but as well, we have to all exchange with each other and enrich ourselves from each other. That's the way I see it. And everybody, don't forget to put the likes. There's a lot of people who didn't like this video tonight. I forgot to ask you. And I'm not frustrated. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem. It's just I have to remind sometimes people that my mission might not be the same as you. My mission is not to put Haiti on the map, or to put Guadeloupe on the map, or to put Cape Verde on the map, or to put Congo on the map, or Cameroon or Gabon. My mission is to put all of us on the map. All of us. And my mission is to celebrate when the Brazilians and the Chinese and the Russians or the French or whoever is enjoying our culture. Some people are very protective of their cultures. I'm not. I believe that music and culture is meant to be shared, and I believe in soft power. The more people are dancing to our stuff, the more people are learning about our stuff, the more people accept us. That's my vision. You don't have to share it. But when people come to me in my private messages and start telling me, you have to do this, or you have to say that, or you have to hashtag this, I'm like, yo, this is an episode of Club Shada where I explain everything. Peace. Well, anyway, as Gela says, we'll do a documentary about this whole thing. I really want to start exploring and learning and having I've been telling this for 3 years, but I'm really going to start taking my notes and start understanding the history of Zouk, the history of Compa, the history of Kizomba, the history of reggaeton, and start, helping people have a place where they can learn about what came from where, how, what influenced what, because I think it's important. I think, and I would also love to, for myself, for my own culture, I would like to learn also about Congolese music and Cameroon music. I want to learn about the names, the dates. It's something really that I'm yearning to. So I'm going to read a lot, and I'm going to start giving you the information about everything I learned around the way. So yeah, it is what it is. Thank you so much. You will never notice your chain until you start moving. Tell me about it. So you always have been a John's pile. What's that? Let me see. John's pile. I have no idea what this word means. Most of us are afraid to leave the comfort zone. Exactly. And that's not where I live. Emmanuel Etienne, bisous, bisous. Thank you so much. One word, documentary. Merci, merci, merci. Haitians are always listen to your music. Don't do Haiti like listen. Yeah, and I've always listened to their music myself. So nah, listen. I represent Haiti. Like, don't forget what I say in my song. I was speaking of Haiti when compa was not even in fashion. I was there already. And you know the music Quarian, it's a Haitian that did the it's a Haitian person that was in Cayenne. The power of the internet, everyone got the possibility to speak, even the psychos and the idiots. That is true. It's just so amazing what's going on with this song on TikTok. Yeah, listen, it's crazy. Maybe I'll make a video soon to something on. Yeah, do it. I would love to have all of you. The BS is cross-ethnic. Yeah, it is. Il y a toujours un hater pour critiquer l'évolution des gens alors qu'eux-mêmes n'ont rien créé. That is the damn truth. Most of the culture protective crowd are a bunch of chronically broke individuals with little to offer to the world. That is the truth. That is true. Phil, thank you so much. I remember when I was introduced to compa, it changed my life. Should have been blessed to see some of the greats live when I was living in New York. Wow, yeah, listen, compa is amazing. I really want to learn what is the connection between Zouk and compa. Even the dances, I believe that, and I will talk about it in another live. But I believe the big mistake of the creators was that we call the dance the same as we call the songs, the music genre, and it creates a lot of mistakes because what we call kizomba dance actually is Convergent Passada, I believe. A lot of people are dancing Passada on kizomba, but you could dance Ventuina, you could dance Tarashinha, and then you also have the genres that goes with it, musically. And I believe that it would be better if we called, but I understand, listen, salsa is the salsa, you have the dance and you have the music. But I believe that if you could have in hip hop, for example, when you dance hip hop, you have names for the moves. You have the running man, you have this, you have that, you have the art proc, you have the crunch, you have and in house music is the same. You have genres, subgenres, you have people that are classifying, and when people invent a dance move, they name it. When I invented my style of Zouk, I didn't want people to call it Zouk R&B, so I called it Candy Zouk. And when I say Candy Zouk, the people who know my music, they know what I'm talking about. And back then we had Candy Zouk, Ghetto Zouk, Cabo Zouk, Zouk Love, you had compa, you had troubadour, gouyade, zouk love, begin. Like you have all these different genres, but to simplify, people just started saying zouk, compa, kizomba, and I understand in a business point of view to use a word that works, but I really believe that inside we have to start teaching everybody the difference. A lot of people don't know the difference between kizomba and compa, for example, or zouk and compa, or they don't even know the difference between troubadour, gouyade, and compa, or zouk and zouk love, or zouk love and kizomba, afro zouk, ghetto zouk, candy zouk. Like a lot of people don't know what's the difference. Urban keys, douceur. Like a lot of people have no idea that all these terms, but I think it's very important. In house music, you have millions of genres, from EDM to hard, I don't know how they call this, to industrial German, to Chicago, to New York, to soulful, to Afro house, to deep house, to South African deep house, to Amapiano, to urban panza, to this, that. Like you have a lot of subgenres, and people have. I think it's important that in Congolese music, in a Cap Verdean music, Haitian music, all these genres, I think it's important that people start having a little bit of the specifications and naming things, naming the dancers, so that the people are less ignorant when they come to the comments. Because there's a lot of ignorance, and I'm not saying it in a hard way. I'm saying it just as there's a lot of ignorance when people will call everything compa, or and you go to another video, people will call the same song kizomba or the same song zouk. Like some of them is just because they don't know. It's ignorance. And when you have a huge hit like this, and it's interesting that it's me again, that is in a way the outsider. When you have a huge hit like this, and you know all the differences, you see all these different crowds coming to you now saying, hey, we finally have a song that is worldwide, and I understand the feeling of everybody, the emotion of everybody. I'm not emotional about it. Me, I'm just like, yo, guys, calm down. This is a good opportunity to teach the people what is what. And this song actually is great. It's a great song because it's a little bit of everything. I received a private message from a dance teacher. She was telling me that, you should, in your posts starting now, you should put the Haitian flag, and you should put the hashtag. You have to tell people that it's compa, because a lot of people in America think it's reggaeton. And I'm like, well, I mean, reggaeton and kizomba and zouk and all these are cousins they all come from Africa, all of them. So, but then I replied to her, well, actually the song is a little bit of compa, a little bit of zouk, a little bit, mostly candy zouk, R&B, and a little bit of kizomba, a little bit of Cabo love. It's everything at the same time. So I'm not supposed to represent you. I'm representing for everybody. And I sent her a video, and she was like, oh, okay, I understand, because I'm a dance teacher, and it's hard for people to understand. And it's even harder when people believe it's something else. And I was like, I understand your point of view. But and it's something I would love to discuss with dance teachers. I know the difference between zouk and compa. No, zouk and kizomba. I know it because I would say zouk is more based on 1-2, and kizomba is 1-2-3. So I put kizomba a little more with the salsa because of the 1, 2, 3, and the zouk is more like, I would say, more simple, even if I know a few steps of zouk and I know less about dancing kizomba. But I have no idea when it comes to compa, what is the name of the dance, if it's named compa or something else. But a lot of the videos of people dancing compa that I see, it feels like I see some kizomba moves as well and some zouk moves. So I don't know, maybe some of the zouk moves are taken from compa, and maybe like, because listen, every culture influence each other, and in dance is alive like everything else, so dance change. So maybe some kizomba moves are going into compa and some compa moves are going into kizomba, like. But when I see the videos, because I'm not a dancer, sometimes I have a hard time. I mean, if you show me somebody dancing kizomba, I can tell you, yeah, they're dancing kizomba. I mean, they're dancing pasada, that we call kizomba now. If somebody is dancing samba, I can see that they're dancing samba. If somebody is dancing salsa, I know there's different style of salsa, but I can see they're dancing salsa. When somebody is dancing zouk, I can see that they're dancing zouk. When somebody's dancing compa, I'm not sure. Because when people play compa, I dance zouk on it. Because all these dancers are interchangeable with all these genres because they're all cousins. So I would love to have the conversation for the sake of my own knowledge. What is with a dance teacher maybe, what is the compa dance? What are the moves? Do they incorporate moves from other cultures? And what is the difference between compa and kizomba and zouk? Like, is it based on the 1-2, or do they? Because I was watching a lot of videos from Bev. What's her name? Bev Flowers. She's such an amazing compa dancer. Sorry. Where is she on Instagram? She's a dance teacher. And sometimes I watch her videos, and she's not only a compa dance instructor, but she's also a kizomba and samba. So she's mixing everything. So sometimes, I mean, I will send her a message to ask her, because I would love to know. So she's actually the one. So here, for me, it looks like zouk, for example. And some of those moves, I've also seen them in kizomba. So I don't know exactly what she. I know she mixes. This sounds more this sounds more like maybe this is the compa moves. But Babes is crazy in her moves. She's so I would love to just to learn what is the difference between so maybe she's the person I should ask. Is this a compa move? Because in zouk we do this too. This, to me, in zouk we call this le carreau. Yeah, I'm gonna ask her. I'm just gonna ask her. Let me send her a private message. Hey sis, Happy New Year. I have a few technical dance questions, and you're the best person that could answer them whenever you have time. Get back at me. All right. So I owe a lot to Bev because she's the one that made the first video dancing on my remix. And because of that, she's the one that I asked, hey, do you know who did that remix? And then she told me, oh, it's DJ Benji Mix and Just Gertie and G Mix and Jello Keys. Like, she told me it was them, and that's how I could get in touch with them and then release the extended compa version. So I owe a lot to her. I don't know if she tagged me in the video, if somebody tagged me in her video, but then I got in touch with her and she told me where I could get the song. And so she's actually instrumental in this whole TikTok explosion, because if I never saw her video, and if she didn't do the video, we wouldn't be here talking about this worldwide phenomenon. So I can only thank her and all the people from the Haitian community who decided to create that version. But that's what I say. It's a team effort. So yeah, I would love to have her and speak with her. Maybe I will get her. I will ask her to give me her contact, and we can have the conversation on Club Shada, and I can, ask her all the questions actually. And I would love to have a Kizomba dance teacher as well to ask the questions as well. And maybe, I don't know if there's Zouk teachers. I don't know, but I would love to have a dance episode where I'm asking dance teachers about all these questions I have, because I don't have all the answers. And the best thing is to ask those who know, those who do. It's been 3 hours I'm live. Let me get out of here. This is how Congolese, more precisely Quinoa, used to describe people who had too much international influence and appreciated Michael Jackson more than local music. Jean Spiel from Just Beat It. One day, yeah. Metal and punk are the same way. Yes. Quinoa, who were into Papa Wemba and who could not sing Just Beat It, started saying Jean Spiel. Just feel it. Just feel it. This was their way of ridiculing the growing influence of international music. Yeah, listen. It's not it's the same in every country. You are such an inspiration to a lot of people. Félicitations, mon frère. Merci beaucoup. Those people you're talking about only know that from TikTok. They probably never heard the full song. That is very true. Somebody told me something very... somebody was very aggressive this morning. First, she commented on a lot of videos. Mostly videos from non-black people. And that person was saying that, white people dancing compa doesn't work, bad, some not nice comments. And I was like, what's wrong with that person? Okay. So I was saying to myself, okay, I was looking at the notification when I woke up. So I was like, okay, let me remember that I have to erase some of these comments because I don't like to keep that negative energy on my page. Then that person came to the song page and she tells me, she posts the comment. She posts, this is Haitian compa. And so I reply, no, this is Candy Zouk / Kizomba. And the solo part effectively is Compa Guyad on that part, but the instrumental, the original version is Kendi Zouk Kizomba. And she replied to me, and I just added in for information. I mean, most of these genres influence each other, and I believe that back in the days, everything came from Africa, from whatever, which is just starting a conversation with somebody, and the person replies to me, reggae is not from Africa. Okay. And then she then said, well, that part with the compa part is the Caribbean part, and that's the only interesting part of that song. Nobody comes here for the rest of the song. So I look at that comment, I was like, wait a minute. This song has been a hit since 2006. 17 years ago. And because you have that part that is blowing up on TikTok, and some people, they love that part. They come to listen to the full. But a lot of people are discovering the song, and a lot of people are subscribing to the channel and are commenting on other songs. A lot of people are discovering the rest of my universe. But that comment to me was super offensive. And you know what I did? I did what I do, which is I don't need to have conversation with people like this, and I don't need to have people like this on my page. So I blocked that bitch. Chef Kaysha with his musical gumbo. Listen, yeah, that is true. Compa is, the whole story of Compa, going from voodoo, the slave coming from the ship from Nigeria, from Benin, from Congo, I think it's a very interesting conversation, and it's something that I would love to learn about, because I believe that from Compa you then have from Compa you have the Zouk, probably with also influences from Begin and stuff, and from Zouk you probably have Kizomba, Cap Virgin Zouk. Then you also have Angola, and so I would love to know how everything is connected. That's what I'm interested in, because if everybody's doing a music that sound more or less not the same, we know the differences, but for people who don't know, they will, if you tell them this is Kizomba in Ukraine, you show them a compa, they will tell you, oh, this is traditional Kizomba. That's what they will tell you. For somebody who is an American, who maybe is a third generation Haitian, and everything that sounds the same, they will say compa. Even if you play them some Nelson Freitas, they will say compa. Now, people from Haiti, people, all us, we know the difference. But I'm talking about the people who don't have this information. I believe it's important that we start taking our responsibilities and give information for those people. So I'm really interested in knowing what came from what, where, and the good thing with me is that on the contrary to a lot of these people, I don't have a chip in the conversation. I don't care who came first, who influenced who. I believe that for now, for what I've read, I believe that probably compa arrived first, and when compa became popular in the 80s or in the 70s, probably the West Indies, the compa started being big in the West Indies, so the West Indians, the French West Indians probably started doing their own compa, which came to Zouk probably, and then after that, Kassav became the biggest group ever, so they probably influenced compa and Cap Verdean music, and so on and so on. So, but I really want to trace like the right way, not the emotional way, not the it's me. I really want to trace it in a okay. Who did what, how, when, why? It's something I would love to learn. The same way there's a show, for those who don't know it, there's a show on Netflix called I think everybody should see that show. There's a show called I hope they still have it. This show is amazing.
He'd inspire a whole
Wait. Can I see the information? Hip Hop Evolution. It's an amazing documentary about in 4 seasons. Oh wait, did I see the season 4? I think I did. Okay. Yeah, I did. Season 1, they talk about the 70s and really like the birth of hip hop. Then from the underground to the mainstream, then from Run DMC to Rakim, Public Enemy, and then gangster rap in the West Coast. Season 2, they talk about the South hip hop, Two Life Crew in Miami, Ghetto Boys in Houston, etc. So the South. Then the Bay Area, Tupac, KRS-One, New York State of Mind, so B.I.G., the early 90s. And season 3, they talk about the West versus the East, so Death Row, NWA, Puff Daddy, etc. Then they talk about the death of Notorious B.I.G., and Jay-Z, etc. Then they talk about alternative rap, Mos Def, Tribe Called Quest, Eminem. Then they talk about the South again. And then on season 4, they talk about the New Orleans, the South again, Atlanta becoming the number 1. Then they talk about all the super producers, Kanye, the Neptunes, Timbaland. And then they talk about the mixtape, 50 Cent, etc., etc. And I hope there's going to be a season 5. Because listen, when I just watch everything in one day, I just stop. This is an amazing documentary. You also have the documentary about what documentary was it? About mixtapes. I forgot what it is. I also have to watch this. This is Pop. I heard this is great. But I really believe that this is what we don't have in Congolese music, in Cameroon music, like all these genres, and especially in Zouk, Kizomba, Kompa. We need hip hop evolution, and this is, for me, this is what is inspiring me in doing my documentary about Kizomba, Zouk, and Kompa, because I've been around all these for 25 years, and yeah, I think I could do an unbiased documentary about the whole thing, and start yeah, I think that would be a great documentary. Sorry, I saw this comment from from Freethinker. Yeah, that's what I did, of course. What else do you want me to do? But yeah, when I was looking at this documentary, I was, that would be amazing. This is what's missing. Listen, a lot of people discover Kompa, Kizomba, and Zouk in other places of the world, and they don't have literature. All they have is people who have a bias, who will tell them a story, and sometimes the story is incomplete. If you could tell them, hey, if you want to know more about this, check this episode from Club Shada of Kaysha, or check this conversation he had with such and such and such, or check this documentary where I go and talk to people who are 70 years old. I go to talk to the inventor of Kizomba. I go talk to the inventors of Zouk. I go talk to the people who I go talk to historians, I go talk to musicians. I talk to linguistic professors, and I'll talk to people who teach you like the movements of the people, like, and we go like 500 years back, and we start tracing who came in Haiti from where with what in their luggage, the voodoo culture, how the voodoo culture turned to this, then turned to lutte, then cadence, then compa, how begin mazurka, all these zouk R&B, Kaysha, Siquat Pedro, etc., Angola, Cap Verde, how Kassav influence changed. Like, these are conversations that nobody's having and nobody's making into a documentary. So after that, yeah, all we can do is go put our flags in YouTube comments or in Instagram comments and complain because we don't have, and it's our fault, the creators, because we are not doing our part, which is passing the knowledge. So that's what I want to do. So as soon as my Bitcoin explode and I'm a multimillionaire, I put some money in that. Compa is so amazing. It would be a good show, right? Yeah. Listen, I'll do it. So I want to do it, but I want to have guests that have the knowledge, and I want to read about it. I really want to take my notes, but I'm gonna do it. It's time I do it for real. I've been saying this. I've been saying this for 3 years that I'm gonna do it. I really want to really have some notes, have a map of the world, and all the influences. I think it's super interesting. This one? Yeah. Shadaware.com. Oh, yes. I blocked her and remove all her comments. When you block somebody, all her foul comments disappear from the channel. Because what aggressivity is that? Kassav likely had also influenced compa during its heyday. Yeah, listen, of course. I think music is just ping-ponging the same way as reggaeton is influencing everybody these days. I think a bit of reggaeton is now going back into the rest of the genres. A bit of amapiano is going to everybody else. Everybody's doing that log drum bass in kizomba, in other genres, in Afro house. Like, listen, music is, there's no borders. That's what people don't understand. Have a good night. I'm going to. It's been 3 hours. Listen, this is the best moment to invest in crypto. Let me not go with crypto. Next week I'm going to talk to you about my. Let me write it in my notes. Let me write in my Club Shada notes. My new NFT collection. Crypto is dead. When the people who have been on crypto for a long time, like me, remember when there was MontGov. MontGov was an exchange, and the guy at a point took the money of everybody, all the Bitcoins, and disappeared. And after that, Bitcoin went down back to 10 cents, or I don't know how much went back, but he just dive. And everybody said the same thing everybody's saying now. Crypto is dead. And you know what the smart people did? They bought themselves some Bitcoin. Ainda? Não acabas?
Já.
Ah, aleluia. Boa sorte amanhã quando teu filho acorda. And those people who invested at that time are rich today, because the right time to invest is never when things are great. This is FOMO time. When you invest when things are up there, you might buy just before it goes back down. When it's down and you buy, you make money when it goes up. It's simple. So right now, when everybody's saying, oh, crypto is dead, you have to see that JP Morgan and all these big banks are investing in crypto. All of them. They're all investing in crypto, in blockchain. So there's going to be a moment when did you see 2 days ago, Bitcoin went from 16,000 to 21,000. I was like, uh-oh. Me, all the money I made from NFT, I invested it there while everything was crashing. I put another, probably put 10,000 or 15,000 euros into a few projects. Not a lot, but I put into a few projects, and I'm waiting. Because I've been there before. Bontuzik, you arrive just in the end. You're gonna watch the replay. The man himself, I believe that's me. Oh, on TikTok, nice. You think they would have gotten to the point where the Brits brought their take of R&B, rock and roll to the world in the 60s? Listen, all these are interesting conversations that we must have. Exactly. Oh, listen. I'm watching the moves, because when he moves, everybody moves. So, listen. If he made a move to the up, it means somebody is investing. So, yeah. I cannot tell you when, but that's a good conversation for Sunday, because it is time for me to move. Just a reminder to everybody. First of all, thanks to the stream royalty, Sirène des Îles. Thanks to everybody who's been helping this show with their super chats, all the sponsors, and thanks to all the subscribers. This show is brought to you by Shada. It is 3:44, so it means that it's time for me to sleep. Good thing as I took a long nap between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. tonight. That's why I'm informed. But now I have to upload this show to become a podcast on Spotify and Apple and all the other platforms. So don't forget that you can find this show in every platform now. You can also follow me on Rumble, where everything is synced, so it appears the next day on Rumble if you are on that platform. On YouTube, soon I will do Club Shada on Instagram. Maybe a pre-show. Maybe 30 minutes before the show. I will try Sunday maybe to come at. So I'm live midnight and a half Portuguese time. So I will probably come at midnight on Instagram and see if I can bring some people here. I will also try live on TikTok. I'm interested in seeing if I can do something interesting there. So we'll see. I'll and soon as my platform and Instagram give me the possibility to be live on Instagram at the same time as YouTube, I'll probably be live on both platforms at the same time. Because there's a lot of people who are on those platforms. But listen, if you enjoy the show, give me some Rambos in the chat, and let's see each other Sunday. I actually like this tea. Oh, yeah, not bad at all. So I'm gonna now upload the show to Spotify, and I will also work on my the design of the show. I'm gonna simplify it a little bit for next week, as I'm still informed. And listen, Shada Gang, it's always a pleasure being with you guys. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to leave a comment on any video on my YouTube channel, and put some likes here and there on my vlogs, on my other videos. This helps with the algorithm, and because I see you in the live, but I don't see you in the comments. Anyway, I'm leaving you with my new track that I just released, called We Outside. It's a track that I just released Friday on Spotify, having a lot of success. It's an Amapiano, and I will see you when I see you, which means Sunday. Shada Gang, bless.